One more bucket. From down 21, down 20 at halftime.
Draymond's yelling at Durant to get to the other side.
Steph was fouled. But Draymond, he wanted KD out of that so we could run the two-man game with Steph. But
watch it here. Watch it.
They're both gone.
Yep.
They're both gone.
This started when
they each have a tee. They both get the second tee.
This has started on the out-of-bounds play, and Cousins went into Durant. Uh-oh. Kevin has got to let go of this.
The security guards will get everybody out of here. And Ralph Walker is going to get Draymond out of this, too. Well, Jim, the last 3 games of the road trip, we've had a player rejected every game.
Well, last night, Sean Livingston.
And Orlando, Kevin Durant.
That's what I thought.
So the winning streak hopefully will continue, but the ejection streak unfortunately continues. The end result is the Warriors are going to shoot free throws here, not for the tees, but for the foul. This is an incredibly spirited.
And you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. The music at the end of that video really just shows what's going on with the Warriors. So buddy is what's going on in the NBA. And we have to face that as NBA fans. The Warriors just signed the best center in the NBA. Easily the best center. Averages more points, rebounds, and assists than Joel Embiid. I mean, maybe you can argue that Joel Embiid has more defense, but I don't think he'll be the best center in the league next season. I think Joel Embiid's going to take that step, and also Demarcus Cousins is going to be with 4 other All-Stars. You can always pull DeAndre Jordan and back out of the deal, but Demarcus Cousins took a 1-year, $5.3 million salary. I wonder if this is just a 1-year thing or what's going on. So he's a part of the big 3, I would say. So he's like the 3rd best player easily on the team. I would say so. Who knows how he's going to be next season with everybody else. But you have 5 All-Stars now, and the only problem with their team was the center position. Point guard, right now you have the best point guard in the league. Shooting guard, you have 2nd, 3rd, 4th, top 3 shooting guard in the league. Maybe a top 2, some would argue. You have the 2nd best player in the league at small forward, who's had fights with Demarcus Cousins before. At power forward, you have the 2017 Defensive Player of the Year and one of the best passing big men I say very lightly. And the God Squad rotation included Andre Iguodala starting at small forward and switching everything around. But you don't even have to do that at this point because you now have that center in Demarcus Cousins. So I'm saying the Warriors are winning the championship pretty easily next season. I mean, if you don't, it's going to be a bust. Personally, I'd love to see them not win or not even make it to the finals. Because I say that's going to be really hard for them to lose in the finals. Even against the Celtics, I don't think that they can lose against them. This is some crazy news. I was just chilling, doing my thing. I go and see that Woj tweeted, because I always have his page up during the offseason, looking at things, and I see that Demarcus Cousins signs. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, Pelicans, I mean, what team will he want to go to? I thought it was going to be limited to the Pelicans since they're the team that can offer him a big contract. But instead, he goes to the Warriors, and that's the worst team he could have possibly gone to. And I thought that that was nearly impossible. I never thought that Demarcus Cousins would come close to joining the Warriors. So I guess him and Kevin Durant are friends now, or something. I thought there was some rivalry between them. They did, try and fight each other, and we all know what would happen. Demarcus Cousins would win pretty easily. I feel kind of bad for the Pelicans, but at the same time, they're gaining pieces because the Pelicans, they had enough cap space to sign a few players. They decided to sign Julius Randle, great player to add to your team, and you did good without Demarcus Cousins. So basically, you're taking that playoff team that beat the Trailblazers and just adding Julius Randle. But I don't even know if they can't make the playoffs. I think Anthony Davis is incredibly good, and he can take the team to the playoffs with Drew Holiday and Julius Randle and the rest of the guys. Maybe they sign back Nikola Mirotic, or is he on the team still? I feel so out of touch right now because I do not know what's going on, really. If you guys should tell me in the comments. What I'm really concerned with is how the Warriors will do. Demarcus Cousins is going to be injured until around February, is what some reports are saying, which, you take into consideration that his injury was against the Rockets back in like March or April. I think early then. So this injury is a pretty bad one to happen to him. I don't know how he'll recover. There's no really pressure on him because the Warriors are going to do good anyway. I can see something going on with Isaiah Thomas and the Cavs, but except it's not going to be like the Cavs whenever they were losing and they're like, oh, well, you have a backup plan in Isaiah Thomas, and once Isaiah Thomas comes back, they'll be really good. It's going to be where the Warriors are really good next season, and then it's going to be like, oh, by the way, whenever Demarcus Cousins comes back from injury, you also have a 5 All-Star team. I do not think that he's going to make All-Stars just because I don't think he'll come back in time to be able to get enough playing minutes to where he can, really. I don't think that's really possible. So, yeah, 4 All-Stars once again. I think so. I mean, the West might be a bit more competitive next season since you have LeBron now, so who knows, maybe one of the Warriors might not make it, but regardless, you have 5 All-Star caliber players. That's what I gotta say. They might not make it next season, but they were all All-Stars. They were all played in the All-Star game. And the worst part about this is that Demarcus Cousins can shoot threes. So now you have a shooter from everywhere. I mean, Draymond Green might just be the worst shooter on that team in the starting lineup. So you replace JaVale McGee with Demarcus Cousins. And if Demarcus Cousins, I lose complete respect for players whenever they do this, especially whenever you're accepting a mid-level exception to a team that just won a championship and you're the best there in the league. You know what? Personally, I think that he should have decided to sign with the Lakers for that same contract. He was born in LA. That just should show some hometown, I don't know how to say this, but anything but the Warriors, I would love to see DeMarcus Cousins on. Even he going back to the Kings. And you know what? The biggest loser of all this is NBA fans and Anthony Davis. Because Anthony Davis loses this excellent player in DeMarcus Cousins. And he also wore his jersey in the All-Star game. So I guess that's not going to happen anymore. That little Kentucky, whatever they had going on, where they both went to Kentucky. This just really sucks. I didn't even know that DeMarcus Cousins had a meeting set up with the Warriors. I heard that the Lakers were trying to call him and that he could accept the contract. He could have taken $12 million from the Lakers. I mean, they had that cap space left. And then they can stretch out Luol Deng, get some more cap, but they signed Rajon Rondo, which I don't really agree with signing him for $9 million. I mean, to be a backup point guard off the bench. He'll help out LeBron, though. I think he'll be a good passer to make the other players better or whatever. So tell me what you guys think about this. This is a very sad day in the NBA. Just imagine if he re-signs after this season, guys. Imagine he wins his championship and he re-signs. And he keeps on doing that. Klay Thompson signs for a small deal. Draymond Green signs for a small deal. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry are on contracts. Kevin Durant has a player option. But okay, guys, I'll be reporting more on this in the future. I'm at a loss for words. If you guys saw the clips at the beginning, you would understand. This was the first thing that came to my head. I was like, wait, I thought that DeMarcus Cousins was against the Warriors. Well, like Kevin Durant said, we should stop teaming up and joining the Warriors. The Lakers and the Heat. My bad. Lakers and Heat. Well, it's kind of the same situation now, except even with the Heat back then, you didn't have all these really good players taking small contracts. The best player you got was Ray Allen. So, this is me stretching out the video to 10 minutes. I'm going to get copyrighted anyway. See you all later. Peace.